I want to follow up with a couple of videos that I've made here in the most recent past. The first video, when I called attention to the National Emergency Broadcast System and the certain frequency that was sent forth to all of the electronic devices, at least here in the United States. And I also want to follow up by way of an explanation for the 10 words to live by video. And the reason why I chose those specific 10 words from the book of Genesis, which were actually the first 10 words in the written Bible, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. I chose those, identified those 10 words as most important because it puts into perspective the narcissistic ego, and in particular, my narcissistic ego, as a reminder that much of my environment, many things that I am aware of, a large part of it I don't fully understand. And that is why each day that I wake up, I have a burning quest for gnosis, for knowledge, to increase, to expand knowledge. And by choosing the 10 words, the first 10 words of the Bible, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. I didn't create heaven and earth, even though I believe I and all of us have within us a spark of the divinity, the spark fire of the great Shivaya void, which is the creatrix void of all manifestation. I know that in my mental matrix, I don't know everything. I know that. That's the first step of wisdom, is knowing that you don't know everything and having the strength of character to admit it. So that's why I chose those first 10 words of Genesis and the first 10 words of the Bible. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth, because it's a reminder to me that I didn't create all this. And there's a lot of things that I still make an effort to understand and assimilate within my field of knowledge. Now, that being said, part of that assimilation is the very real world of occult, black magic, and technology that works hand in hand with the powers that be, the deep state, the elite, the deep state cabal, Illuminati, all that, which are still very real forces within this environment, within my awareness that I have to account for. Insofar as understanding the playing field. And this is the last iteration, the last version of this simulation. We're very close to wrapping this all up. So that is why I made the video about calling attention to the frequencies as it were being put forth, and to serve as a warning to the collective, to the people that are upon the path of the golden path to the new earth, which is Satyuga, the golden age, which is going to lead us to the final version, ending of this simulation that we're all in, because it is ending. And along with that, is understanding as far as the message about the emergency broadcasting system, all that uses what's called psychotronics, brainwave frequencies and pitches that are sent forth in our environment. That is what 5G, the towers, are all about. That is why those tones that come through your handheld devices, there's certain frequencies that are emitted that affect your consciousness, your awareness. If you're unaware, if you are totally without a clue to how all this works. And so I'm going to share information, technology. And now the first bit is just understanding how your perception creates reality. And it's, I'm not going to go through that exactly. You can do this on your own. You can stop the video. You can read all that, pause the video if you will. And then you can go through this. But it's just going to show you how your eyes and your brain, there's a gap in awareness. And this makes abundantly clear how our perception can be molded. And it is. Our general consensus 3D reality is an illusion. It's a holographic illusion that is based upon certain frequencies. And so, and you can read all this. I'm not going to go through it right now because in this document, it gets into specifics of psychotronics in here. So we're going to understand psychotronic works by brainwave frequency control. And this is, using NWO, New World Order, which is deep state, dark cabal, Illuminati, elite. basically how they shall subliminally control people through use of mobile phone technology, satellites. This works much like a dog whistle, which you can't actually hear, but the dog can hear and respond to. So it is scientifically possible for frequencies to be beamed to the person via cell phone masts. These big 5G towers, they're very ominous looking. They're probably in your neighborhood if you're not totally clueless. If you don't have your phone, your face 24/7 buried in your smartphone, and you're being a warrior, as Don Juan taught Carlos Castaneda to be a warrior, impeccable warrior, constantly aware of your environment, and scientifically possible. You will have noticed these towers. They're ubiquitous. They're all throughout the land, this land of iron might that we're all fast becoming dominated and crushed by. That is if you're unaware, if you're not a warrior of impeccability. If you're a sorcerer of impeccability, you will notice and be able to navigate these brainwave frequencies, this landscape. So here we have scientifically possible for frequencies to be beamed to the person via cell phone masts or even cell phones. Okay, this technology is already in use now, okay? And it is reported that many mobile phone masts use the same frequency as those scientists use for controlling the brain. The brain operates on electricity and uses brain waves. That's why I made the video about all is electromagnetism, including yourself, okay? So we have electronic circuit for dog whistle, standard dog whistle. The dog responds to the whistle. You're a dog. You're just like a Pavlovian dog, trained by conditioning and response, reward, punishment, response. You know, every time somebody hits a little like button on your Facebook post, you get a little rush of adrenaline. That's all. This is based upon certain sciences and how to manipulate your brainwave physiology, and it's all done through frequency. Just as the dog runs at the sound of the whistle, so when the NWO send the right signals to the transponders contained in the chip, the RFID chip that's been inserted technologically through those that accepted it shall cause people to run to the plans of the NWO. That's if you're not a sorcerer of impeccability, a warrior of impeccability in control of your own frequencies, and you can constantly be in control of your own brainwave physiology, your own brainwave landscape frequencies by the power of breathing. Yahweh, the word Yahweh literally is the sound of the aspirations of the intake of your breath and outtake. Breathing. That is why there is a science of breathing, pranayama, and how it relates to the life force energy, how it relates to the radiant effulgence. And if you establish your connection to the spirit, to great spirit of radiant effulgence, you will be a warrior of impeccability, and you will not run to the NWO dog whistle. And so it is.
Namaste, namaskaram.
Oh yeah, hit that subscribe button.